called a bifocal, from the regular English bi meaning two and focal means to focus. So if we join the two English words together, it means to focus on an object at different points of gaze. So in this video, we are going to be looking at reasons why people prefer to go for this instead of this, what this is called, who are they prescribed for, and what is usually used to correct. So from the image you are seeing on the screen, if you look at the lens properly, you will see that it has two demarcations, the upper part and the lower part. Now the upper part is usually used to correct for vision at far, and this vision at far can be a plus or minus lens, meaning that a hyperopic or a myopic patient can wear this type of glass. Now the lower part of this lens is called an addition. This additional lens here is usually added after correcting the patient vision at far, and we notice that okay, this person is still finding it difficult to read tiny print or do other near tasks comfortably, so we'll add this additional lens. This additional lens are magnifiers, or they are usually plus lenses. This is to say that the power here at this lower part of the lens is usually higher than the power at the upper part of the lens. I know most of you must have seen either your mom or your dad or any of your older relative wearing this type of lens that has demarcation. So we call it a bifocal lens. And who are the people who prescribe this type of lens? We prescribe this type of lens or glasses to people or patients who are in their late 30s and above, which is medically known as presbyopic stage or presbyopic age. And these are people who are in the age or stage where they can no longer read tiny print from their Bible, newspaper, or their phones. So we prescribe this type of lens in order to help them do near tasks or read tiny print comfortably. We are going to be looking at why people prefer this to a bifocal. This is what a progressive lens look like. If you look at it critically, you will notice that there is no demarcation on this lens. Sorry, what I'm wearing is not a progressive lens, but this looks like a progressive lens because a progressive lens looks like a regular lens without demarcation. So because I don't have any handy progressive lens, that's why I'm using my regular lens to describe what a progressive lens look like. Now, a progressive lens is the same thing as a bifocal. Before I start talking more on progressive lens, let's go back to why people prefer a bifocal to a progressive lens. There are three major reasons I've taken note. Most presbyopic or elderly patients prefer a progressive lens to a bifocal. I haven't listened to most of my patients who wear this type of glass. The major reason why they don't like wearing a bifocal is because bifocals can cause image jump. Now, what do I mean by image jump? Because the power here, like I said, on the lower part of this lens is usually higher than the upper part. Now, when you mistakenly look towards the lower part is only meant for reading or doing near task, or maybe passing a thread through a needle and stuff like that, while the upper part of the lens is meant for looking at things afar or looking at people's faces and all that. Now, when you mistakenly look towards the lower part of the lens when you are walking around, this can alter the size of the object or distance of the object of what you are looking at, and this can lead to what we call image jump. Another reason why most patients don't like wearing bifocal is that bifocals don't have enough space to cover for both distances. Remember, it has a demarcation here, the lower part and the upper part. So the distance between the lower part and the upper part is not usually enough to cover for both distances. And sometimes when you're looking at a computer, you need to like adjust this lens for you to see your computer very well, or even move your head backward. At this point, the reason for wearing the bifocal is not met. The third reason why most people don't like wearing bifocal is because wearing a bifocal makes you look older than you are. Ladies don't like wearing this lens at all because they always want to feel 20s, even when they are in their 40s. So when they wear this lens, they feel so uncomfortable because everybody will know that, okay, this person is no longer in his or her 30s. So they frown at wearing a bifocal. After listening to most patients complain because of bifocals, scientists and doctors then invented what we call a progressive lens. That is the dorime of our time. The progressive lenses are the same, or they do the same thing that bifocal lenses do. The only difference is that progressive lenses don't have demarcations. You wouldn't know it's a bifocal lens. So unless it's a practitioner or a doctor that will look at it and say, okay, this is a progressive lens, but a layman would not know that, okay, this person is wearing a double lens or a bifocal. So That's the difference between a progressive lens and a bifocal lens. However, it is also important to note that where the additional lenses or where that demarcation is in bifocal is also the same place where the additional powers are in progressive lens. Like I said earlier, but the only difference is that in progressive lenses, the demarcation is invisible, and most patients, especially ladies, like wearing this type of lenses or progressive lenses because nobody will know. It makes them feel younger, or they are still in their 20s. So that's why they like wearing progressive lenses. The only disadvantage with progressive lenses is that most patients find it difficult to adjust or learn how to wear it because the demarcation is not seen on the lens. And another disadvantage is that progressive lenses are expensive. Unlike bifocals, which are pocket friendly, progressive lenses are quite expensive. I don't know if I covered your own reason for not wearing a bifocal. If I didn't, you can state in the comment section why you prefer progressive lenses to bifocal lenses. And before you leave, don't forget to hit the like button to follow for more videos like this. See you.